This is Calabash TV, and today we are in Monkey Town, Cicero, and we're here to speak with Mervin Bertin, who's here with us, and we came to visit you, Mervin, to talk a little bit about multiple sclerosis, and you'll give us an idea of what that is and your experience. But let's go back a little. Just tell us a little about you. Who is Mervin Bertin? What are you doing?
Okay, Mervin Bertin, past student of the Cicero Combined School, then went to Castries Comprehensive, then I went to Sir Aphelis. I graduated from Division of Business, then I went to Cuba. I graduated with a degree in economics. I was past executive director of the St. Lucia Medical and Dental Council, president of the Seven Seagulls Sports and Cultural Club for about most of 8 years. That's more or less very active in my movable times.
Mm-hmm. So you played volleyball and so on?
Yeah, I used to play volleyball, basketball.
At what level?
Yeah.
You played for Cicero Seagulls?
No.
Or you just?
Yeah, I just used to. When I was in Cuba, I used to play for Cuba and blah, blah, blah.
All right, so you wanted to speak with us.
Yeah.
Give us an idea, at what point did you start to notice there's something a little different, a little concerning?
When I was in Cuba, I used to I had an episode of some disease spells in Cuba. I was in the basketball court, I fainted and I was hospitalized for 2 weeks, where they diagnosed that my optic nerve on the left side was damaged a little, and they more or less diagnosed me with high cholesterol levels and stuff. I stabilized a little, but on the first instance of diagnosing you and seeing symptoms, they cannot diagnose you with MS on the first instance. So I move along freely. About 8 years ago, when I was with the Medical and Dental Council, I had some stroke-like symptoms. My speech becomes sluggish, my sight fluctuating, my motor skills, my writing skills, my walking was troublesome and stuff. I just didn't know what was happening to me. Then Dr. Tobias, he did a spinal tap. They found some blood vessels in my back in the spinal fluid. Then he recommended that I do a brain MRI. I went to Martinique. Then they did a MRI and they saw some lesions in my head and they diagnosed me with MS. And that's where the journey started.
So when you started having those fainting spells in Cuba and you were hospitalized, they didn't at that time suspect anything?
It could have been suspected, but they wouldn't diagnose you on the first instant. That's how it is. The first instant thing, they would diagnose you with MS.
So once you got the diagnosis from Martinique, how did this start to impact your life?
I had to recondition my brain.
Did you know what it was before that?
No. I never knew of it before that. I had to recondition my brain and adapt myself to it and take it just step at a time.
So when you say recondition your brain, what does that mean?
Like, I have an illness.
You are accepting it?
And I started accepting it and conditioned myself to it. And
So what were some of the changes that you started to do? Was it dietary? Was it, what are some of the changes you started to notice?
dietary, so much though. I started moving a little different. Started taking my medication regularly, what they give me, looking, reading up on MS, and getting myself knowledgeable about what is MS. And it's not an easy illness. It's not an illness that anybody would wish on themselves. It's tough to deal with. As you deteriorate a little more, it's tough to deal with. I do not wish that on anybody in the world today. But if anybody is ill with, if we have an illness, and before the doctors check everything else, a brain MRI is one of the better things to do. Check your head and check your stuff. After the brain MRI is done, if nothing is recognized, then you could move on to surveying and finding other instances, other situations that it could be.
So if it's detected early, can something be done about it?
You could just, how do you call that? Start taking treatment early enough, and you could live long with it. Start taking treatment early enough.
Is it a painful condition, or it's just that your limbs get weak?
It could be painful. It could be painful. Because since you're there, your hips may hurt and stuff while you're on the bed and stuff. It thing. But in the first world countries, they have societies that sponsor MS patients, where they get treatment and which is sponsored, and they have proper form organizations that could deal with the MS itself, like in the United States, Canada, England, and one of the thing in the United Kingdom, they start using CDB oil, which works somewhat okay, but not great. That's why St. Lucia is moving slowly on legalizing marijuana, because all those things that the marijuana herb could help, all that in medicinal marijuana, it could help with MS and MS situations, because we never know the extent at which marijuana could be used.
Is this something you've explored?
I use CDB oil, that's the hemp oil. It helps with my vision and thing. Helps with my vision.
Okay, so that's what you're on at the moment.
That's what, but I have none at the moment.
Oh, so you have to replenish.
Yeah.
And where do you get your supplies from?
From the States or Canada.
Okay, so that's been taken care of.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So now, the doctors you engage, did they refer to anybody else who has MS as well? Is it how widespread is it in St. Lucia?
I do not know many persons with it. I don't know. I only know one young lady with it, Nadine McQuilkin. Apart from that, I do not know many persons with it. I wish I could have set up an organization that could join all MS people together, and we could have a society in St. Lucia, and we could set up something that could help with MS people in St. Lucia.
I guess one of the challenges you have is medication.
Yeah.
Is it very expensive medication?
Very expensive, because when I was in Martinique, one of the alternative treatment was €1,000 a month.
Wow.
And you know, that's more than a salary.
And that's for life.
Yeah.
Wow. So that's out of the reach at the moment.
Yeah, very much.
So, did you make any progress in terms of? I know you said you want to form an association. Is that still part of your mission as well?
It's somewhat part of my mission, but right now I'm immobile there, and but people could reach me at 285-5454, and we could talk on MS about what could be put in place for MS.
So at the moment, like you said, you're immobile, so you can't leave the house.
I cannot leave my house at all. I cannot leave my house. I cannot go anywhere. And that's the sad thing. I slept a little too much while I was mobile. I thought I had more time. I thought I had more time to move around. I slept on me a little too much in setting up this organization. But it never came to fruition.
So how are you taking care of yourself? Is there somebody taking care of you as well?
My uncle and my aunt that's there that helping me. Thanks God and thing, person gave a little hand in hand, somewhat. Have incapacitated me in terms of work. I've not been able to look for a job. I cannot try to think, because what can I do per se? And St. Lucia do not have St. Lucia is not adaptable to working with incapacitated people that are able, mentally able.
So you can get things done, that's what you're saying. But you can't use the limbs to write, but...
Right now my hand a little troublesome. I cannot use it. But a few months ago I was able, I could type, I could do as functionable. But St. Lucia is not so keen to working with people that are differently able.
So what's your day like? I noticed when I came in, you're watching cricket. You're a cricket fan as well?
Yeah, I watch. That's basically what I do. I watch TV, sports, and all record. And just have my TV and sports.
So at the moment, so you're making an appeal now to get some assistance in at least getting the organization going.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk to us about what is it like you would like to get done?
Like I'm reaching out to persons out there with MS to reach out. As I said, I gave my number 285-5454. Y'all could reach me. If y'all do not get me on the phone, if y'all do not get me, leave a message, I'll call y'all back. And we could try and set up something. I cannot come and say I'll meet you, but we could try and put something together in itself.
And you want to create a general awareness?
And a general awareness on MS, because there are persons living in St. Lucia with MS that are going unnotified, and they are just ostracized, you know, because people living with MS are not incapable of doing things in this community. They are able. They are also very, very, very able, you know, because your brain is not dead. just your limbs, your nerves in your body that has gone dead. So we could reach out to them.
All right, Mervin, let's hope that this message goes out
Yeah.
to the wider community, not just St. Lucia, but internationally as well.
Yeah.
And that there is something is done in St. Lucia to deal with MS.
Yeah.
And to help persons like yourself.
Yeah, yeah, and the government should try and do something for MS people because it's very costly. Because we all do not know about it. It's very costly, and people like myself need the help, need the support, and many other persons out there. And the medical facilities need to be functioning because people need to do frequent MRI to check the status of the MS and to check the condition of the body. So we need that said, you know, because people, you cannot pay thousands of dollars to go Martinique, Cuba, and all them things for nothing much. And I think we have MRI machines that are not functioning in St. Lucia.
All right, Mervin, we appreciate you giving us the time and you sharing your experiences with us.
Yeah.
And we're hoping that this will begin to make a difference in terms of multiple sclerosis in St. Lucia.
Yeah.
And also the awareness. So your advice to people now is to keep doing the checks.
Please keep on doing the checks. When you have, not everything is a stroke. So it could be, because if I had to listen to people, I thought it was a stroke or a mal. Like people will say somebody do you something. It's not a stroke or anybody do you anything. Check your brain first with an MRI, and from there you could move on.
We'd like to wish you all the best, Mervin, and thanks for reaching out to us as well.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you for coming, Bernard. Thank you for speaking with me. It's an enjoyable thing, and thank you for reaching out to me. Yeah. Thank you, St. Lucia. Yeah.
This is The Reality Show.